Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe After Hours. If you've been home quarantined, if you've been stuck in traffic because you can't move or you're stuck in your driveway, with Brooklyn Cafe is here to say, we're here to keep you company.
So kick up your feet, grab a cold drink, and share some time with Dawn and Freddie and friends. Give us a call, share some ideas, tell us about how your day is going. It doesn't matter where you're listening from or watching, because right now, it's
showtime! And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe After Hours.
After Hours.
We are filming today's episode for tonight's radio show, which is going to air at, what time?
6 o'clock p.m.
6
at WWNN.
On the Beasley Radio Network. Our friends at Beasley have been kind enough to let us do this. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. But it allows us to take advantage of our system, of everything that we have going with what we got going.
I'm excited about this time slot, though. 6 o'clock, Friday night,
drive time,
which
that's
is an
right.
Exciting spot for the cafe now to be airing. I think it's fantastic. We're always moving our time around, but we move our time around when the good times open up. So,
hey, Valerie, turn that speaker the other way because it's...
I am excited about being airing tonight at 6 o'clock. You know, it's the middle of June, which is hard to believe. Everything is opening up, whether you like it or not. Things are opening up. I don't know. Suddenly the virus is over. The protesting is slowing down.
It's not
I don't
slowing down,
understand. I think the media has just stopped covering things.
Well, I want to also point out real quick. First of all, let me say to all our friends out at Beasley, I want to thank you for the last 10 years of you cooperating, listening to the station, listening to the #1 talk radio and business, health and wealth entertainment. I want to start there. I want to thank everybody who's been a supporter of the show and have helped us grow. We have new things going on. So this is after the fact, even though it's taped. So we know that we had a full day today. It was fantastic.
I know. You have no idea what day we got coming up today.
We already had it.
It's been a full week. It's been an incredible week. I can't even think about what we do. I'm glad Valerie keeps me on point when we do our week in review, and I look at
Well,
and
who
I think,
keeps
wow.
Valerie on point?
Valerie keeps notes as our week goes along, and she keeps her notes so she knows when we do our week in review, she doesn't miss anything. It has been a tremendous week. And one of the biggest things that we had going on is we actually took yesterday, we didn't take it off, but we were here and we were hanging some new artwork. We have repurposed our theater. We've got some spectacular artwork here. You need to come by and see it. Just call and schedule an appointment at the AMP Gallery. Is that what we're calling it? The Brooklyn Cafe Gallery? Cafe Gallery, the New Dawn Theater. You pick a name, the Brooklyn Cafe Show Theater. But the artwork
was Cafe Gallery. I don't know.
The artwork of Amy Reshevsky is beautiful. Jay Harmon is now going to put his artwork in our Studio B. Studio A sort of encompasses most of our artists here. And it's just beautiful. And you finally got your birthday present.
And the piano is in the house.
And the piano is in the house. And I'm hoping maybe Jay Farrow comes tonight to play it. I'm hoping.
Yeah. It's an interesting perspective as to the week as it has unfolded. It's been an interesting turn of events of things that are going on. Businesses are beginning to open. We got some new shows that took place today, which were phenomenal.
I know.
Okay, BYOB played today. You had Editor's Desk with David DePino. That's being played, and BYOB is being hosted by Lady Ann from Tampa and our own Faith Washington here in Boca.
Yeah.
So that's nice. You had Teddy Unscripted today, and she better be ready because she may be on point right now. Mm-hmm.
The Editor's Desk, Teddy Unscripted, BYOB. We've got Fuego with the new ladies in the house, Danielle Boujon, and the AMP girls were here. Amazing.
Amazing. Also, we've been contacted. I didn't even share this with you. 4 restaurants that have opened. The first one being End of the Avenue is going to be
They're
here
coming on Tuesday. You guys ready? Tuesday morning, I guess. Beer-soaked Coney Island hot dogs.
The best.
Is that even a thing, to put hot dogs in beer?
Oh, my goodness. When you put them in,
and
them in
tacos.
beer, you know how big those hot dogs get? They get humongous.
So Tuesday, we're having beer-soaked hot dogs, which I've never heard of, and Taco Tuesday. It's amazing that new restaurants are opening up even after all of this, right up in Delray. They're, I think, a block from the Ave. They're on the Ave, a block from the ocean.
At the end of the Ave.
And Morgana is bringing them to us. Oh, my gosh. We got energy healing today with today's show, anyway, is brought to you by the letter D, and you'll understand why
later.
You're
a little bit schizoid right now. What's the matter? You're like all over the place.
I just want you to know the afternoon show.
Yes.
Me, Dawn DeMarco, Don.
Drinking the gubba.
And Dan.
You guys are drinking the
So
gubba.
I'm just telling you, the afternoon show was brought to you by the letter D. And everything you say
I have a D also I can give you, but I'll refrain from
no, that's
using it.
Hector's D is all I can tell you.
I will refrain from using it.
But last night, amazing shows. The 2-Minute Warning with Benny Blaze. Benny interviewed a financial planner, and then he really talked about the pulse of what's going on and how he is feeling. And I thought that was an amazing,
The
spectacular
way the end of
piece.
that show left everybody speechless.
Right?
But it's Benny's delivery on the whole situation that's going on. As a former NFL All-Star first-round pick for the Seattle Seahawks, that he spoke about the commission and everything else. You got to check that thing out. I would love to replay that show maybe Monday or something, because the ending of that show, I was stunned. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know he was going to do that. And if you listen to his words and everything else, very practical man, a practical black athlete in America. And he has words that I think a lot of people should be listening to. A lot of people should pay attention to what Benny says. But that was a great show last night. Now, I was really shocked. Marnie had a great show, the show before Benny. And we had some technical difficulties. And
add that to the list of to-dos.
And we moved from Studio B to Studio A, and under 6 minutes, they got that thing up and going, and it came off without a hitch. We even were ready to go before the radio station was ready to go, and they said, "You ready? You ready? Yeah, let's go. We're late now." And we were on point last night. And that, to me, plus everything that went around in this place yesterday, to me, that was the amazing thing of last night.
You know, we had a full crew in here until 9 o'clock last night. You were tired. I don't think I ever came down to even sleep. I've been up out of bed since 5 o'clock this morning. I don't think I was sending proposals until midnight and then rolled back out at 5 o'clock again.
Well, the amazing thing
When you
about...
sleep in your clothes, your hair, and your makeup, it makes it a whole lot easier in the morning.
I'm sorry. I refuse to sleep in my hair and makeup. But thank you for playing. You know, the funny thing is that when you look at everything that's going on around us now, okay, and I'm going to say it loud, and, you know, this is a 50,000-watt station, and Beasley is on 3 FMs and 1 AM. They're very dense, they're very big. People don't understand the business. If you don't understand it, you should pay attention, because radio is the most inexpensive way of being heard on a big platform. And we bring it even bigger with the social media aspect and the video aspects in the studios or local, you know, you could do it in remotes and things of that nature. But the funny thing about what I want to say is that a lot of companies now are stepping forward. And I heard a saying of a gentleman that was here yesterday taking some things out of here. And he says, everybody does this. Everybody's doing this now. And I says, you know, it's funny, because doing something and doing it right are two different things.
Well,
Delivering your hard-earned cash to get your voice heard professionally and cleanly on the biggest platforms is the most important message that I can tell any business. And I think the lady Ann and Faith are going to explain that on BYOB about you're going to open your business, you're going to open it smart, and you want to be, just like Dirty Uncle Mike says, you want to be on point when you do it. You're going to make mistakes along the way, but you want to be able to learn from those mistakes and move forward. And I think that one of the things that I enjoy about what's going on right now is that there are businesses that are listening to us. They are coming forward. And there's a lot of nervousness right now, a lot of panic. You don't want to panic. You want to be smart about this. They're talking about second wave and everything else.
yeah.
You gotta be prepared for that.
You know what I don't understand? They're talking about the second wave.
Yeah.
They're talking about it hasn't gone away. But then, on the flip side, they're expecting massive deaths coming forward in the fall. But yet, they're opening schools. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
In one sentence, it's not even a pause, a commercial break, literally, before they go into the next story. We expect a wave in September. We expect another however many thousands of people to pass away. And then DeSantis comes on and says, well, we're talking about Broward County really not Broward County, Florida opening schools in September. They haven't talked about our Tri-County area. Does this make any sense to you?
Yes.
Explain. Social distancing, how are you going to social distance? 40 kids in a classroom.
Our economy will not take another hit.
I'm not saying close the economy.
Hold on.
How are we putting kids back in school?
Well, the kids are part of the economy. Our economy is not going to Now, I'm not saying they're right, wrong, or indifferent, so don't start calling the radio station. They're thinking that if they shut down the way they did the first time, our economy is not going to rebound. And if our economy doesn't rebound, we're going to have some other serious problems. So, that being said, they got 2 months to come up with an idea. And if you're out there and you have an idea, let your congressperson know. Nobody has the solution to this massive mess. Nobody. In the midst of this, you got protesters going on. I saw this morning, I saw that we had 1,748 new cases of virus in West Palm Beach just today.
Hi, Troy.
1,748 new cases. It was 1,000 cases for 8 straight days, and then when it came the 9th day, it was 964 cases. You're talking about, I don't know, let's see, 8, 9, talking about 10,000 new cases in 10 days. Over 10,000. Okay, so the bottom line is this. Everybody tells me it's because more testing is coming on. Okay, I heard there was not more testing. What's the truth? Oh, and I want to thank you. Channel 12 wants to thank you. They sent a message out. The hardest thing about today's deal is getting the true story. Everybody's putting true stories out there, and then they come out to find out they're not so true. And we talked about this during the week, right? The gentleman, we had a conversation with the Brew Crew, and we talked about the cop that did the murder and whatever level that is, because it's important, the levels.
Right.
The gentleman that came forward and said that the deceased and the alleged
Knew
each other and had a beef. Now he retracted. He took it back. And I want to tell you that we should have been more responsible also and say at the end of these clippings, this is what was reported. Because all of a sudden, he retracted. They found out that that gentleman, Floyd, never gave the check to the officer named.
You're shaking
It was
your
somebody
head.
else.
Grab a mic. Okay.
It was somebody else. And then now even the guy in jail says, no, I didn't get the check from him. And I did complain to the guy that did give it to me, but I had nothing to do. I had no beef with Floyd. He has to say that, because if he says he did have a beef, then you have attempted and yada, yada. Here we go. But I don't want to get into that. I want to get into the fact that the news, the gentleman who reported the incident after an hour of being interviewed by the news, retracted the next day. He confused Floyd, a 6'4", 280-pound man. He confused him with another gentleman who was half his size. So there you have it. Yeah, I know. I see the eyebrow. So you have to be careful of what you are hearing, whether it's reported or not reported. I know that guy in the White House calls it fake news, and nobody likes that word. You got to be smart. The news has to be responsible, and so do we. That's all I'm saying on this thing. But anyway, I wanted to say congratulations, because CBS was sending that message to you. They even have a commercial about how difficult.
They said, thank you, Dawn. Yes.
They said, thank you, Dawn. We heard your message, and poof, they apologize because they're trying to do the best they can to report the right news.
And that's what's happening. I can't fault anybody, except everyone's trying to be first on a story. They're trying to get the breaking news. But if you don't fact check, you don't look at your sources and really make sure, and I don't know who has time to do that, if people aren't in studio, how you're finding those sources. But it's really important, and what I want our crew to learn, because a lot of our crew, as many of you know, we're a teaching platform. Some of our crew are here on internships from school, some are out of school. But to learn the essence of...
Some are just out of here. They're like another
some
planet.
are out doing other things. But the essence of good reporting and factual content is to understand that your sources are factual or not factual. And if you're going to report entertainment news, that's fantastic, but it makes it an entertainment piece. If you're reporting factual news that can in some way harm another person, those facts have to be correct, because you are now talking about someone else's life. You're using their name, you're using what they allegedly did or didn't do, and that affects them going forward. That is their reputation. The only thing anyone ever has in this lifetime is your reputation. You can change clothes, you can move, you can have money or not. It is your reputation that stays forever.
That's right. So you have to be aware of what it is you're reporting. You have to be, the most consistent thing in life is inconsistency, right?
Yes.
We've said that time and time again. And we have to be a little bit more on the ball, because you should be able to have conversations without flare-ups. There is a lot of conversations being had right now, and you don't want to make mistakes of going in one direction and another. I saw a lot of stuff yesterday with the good policing is what it's called. fighting back and saying, you know something, what about us? And we're here separated from all those bad guys. What about us? We don't do a good job. And to point an illustration, in California, there was a gun incident. Did you see the gun incident in California? Guy shot 2 cops, and he was on a shooting spree, and they finally caught him. And he was killed in gunfight with 2 officers getting shot in the whole midst of this thing. And I'm only reporting on that, what was reported to me, and I got to say that just to protect in case something else comes out. But the incident right now is that there is good and bad in the world. And I think Benny is what said it the best. And I wish that he was sitting right here next to us, because he said it the best. There is good and bad in everything we do. There is good and bad everywhere. Good and bad decisions to open up the schools. Good and bad if kids get sick. Good and bad to go into the grocery store, having a flat tire on a 2-way highway, running into and killing everybody in the other car, but you survived because you had a blowout. Things happen. I get it. But you have to be able to have conversations between the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Always.
Always. So you got to be aware of your surroundings, of what's going on. It's important. But I am excited because all of the new shows that we're bringing forward, Teddy Unscripted, Small Talk, all of these shows are factuals coming out of factual people.
I just want you to know, everything I see, they're tagging Teddy Unscripted. I saw something else, a marketing company for photography. I think Teddy Unscripted would like this too. Whatever you're doing is getting noticed. It's incredible.
And it's funny because she said to us,
Isn't that video due this weekend?
It's in August. The entry fee is due this weekend.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, it's
good.
August,
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
the entry what?
Entry
the
fee.
Entry fee is this weekend.
How much is the fee?
How much is the fee?
It's like $24.
Oh, we got to take care of that.
We'll take care of
We
that
take
for
care
you.
of that. Well, no, we want you to do this. I don't care if nobody ever sees the video. I don't care about that part. That you were nominated, and why don't you explain a little bit about what Teddy was nominated for?
He's going to say, we'll take care of it, Dawn. Give her a credit card.
Yeah. Well, you got to give her the credit card. What's wrong with that?
We'll take care of it, Dawn. Dawn, can you take care of it for
We
me?
will take care of it.
Teddy Unscripted is a show that we produce, and our producer, Teddy Raphael, is the host and the producer of that show. And it is getting noticed. And whatever pieces you're putting together, whether it be your content, your intro, the editing, a piece came forward that said there is, I guess it's a film competition. It's an 8-minute, one film, no edited, no cuts competition that they thought would interest you, which I would like nothing more for, number one, for you to win it, but number two, just that they noticed you after this short time, because your show did not start. It came out of the pandemic when it was the 3 of us sitting here, 4 with Slick, and we were filling airtime because everyone was on quarantine. So your show's only, what, 2 months old? And it's getting noticed, and it is growing. And you had a spectacular sponsor we got to meet with the other day, who represents many, many huge companies.
Because of the show.
I really want to
because
get
of
that
Teddy.
underwear line in as a sponsor.
There's
You don't know it,
there's a
but
whole bunch of proposals that we have to do. But I also wanted to say that I've done over 1,000 productions in AMP's history, and I have never been invited to do anything on that circuit.
not as
I've
cute as
covered.
Teddy.
Well, maybe I'm not as cute. Maybe I'm not as talented.
Maybe.
But I've covered that particular event. Yeah, I did it in the theater down in Fort Lauderdale. But the funny thing about all of this is short films. The funny thing about all this is I've never been invited to participate. And here you have a kid who's come along, and she was the first that we pushed out into the deep end. And there you have it. So I'm going to ask you today, when you do your show, you're doing the show today, yes?
Probably.
she did it
No,
already.
you're
It
gonna-
was great.
Yeah, it was a great show. We're going to be airing that after us. I want to document that show, and it's going to play tonight. Right after this show, it's going to play from 7 to 7:30. And so get your hats on, because I want you to take a look at what we are producing, because that is tomorrow's future. That's what you got to think about. Think about tomorrow's future. And people are going to laugh at me. Listen, I've been laughed all my life. But I'm laughing because it's working.
And the amazing thing is Valerie comes 8 o'clock in the morning, which doesn't have to be back in
She's gotta
studio
go to
on
work.
Fridays at 8 o'clock in the morning, which
Yeah.
really doesn't have to be to work until Fridays at 10:30 in the morning. She comes to work early. I don't know what it is. It's like this place is infectious. Things fall out of the sky like that
That's
intern
a horrible
yesterday.
word to use.
Infectious isn't bad.
Yeah, it is. Today it is. What does Slick say? It's all about
The timing.
Timing.
How about the new intern that kind of fell out of the sky yesterday?
Yeah.
That was
excited.
and
Or
Teddy
Selena.
doesn't even bat her
Selena.
eyes anymore. Last week we were talking about looking for a bilingual intern to work with us. And you were sad. How are we going to find that? And I said, we'll find it. Maybe we'll put another ad out. Didn't even have to. All we had to do, and I know you hate manifesting. You hate that word. All we had to do was literally have that conversation, put it out there. 2 days later, I get a text or an email from Selena, who's bilingual. She speaks Spanish. She can do a show in Spanish. She can
Wants to
run
be
our
a
Spanish
director.
network. She edits. She's got great ideas. She speaks English, so she and I can communicate. She's spectacular, and she's going to be joining us in the next
Yeah,
2 weeks.
she has some marvelous ideas, and that's going to be on the Latino television network that we're going to be opening up as well. The ladies will be here today doing a photo op so that we can change some of the things on there. But
What'd you think of those AMP girls today, by the way?
I shall remain. But somebody give me a cigarette. But I'm good to go.
I got
I
to
think
tell
it
you.
was a lot of fun.
When Danielle Boujon is in the house, those models, if you want to talk ever about needing self-esteem to be next to Danielle Boujon and these models from the House of Boujon, this segment, amazing. Dawn DeMarco bringing in her jewelry to help outfit these models. And what do? He put double R on
Security.
security detail
I'm
next
sorry.
to.
Isn't that double R's tag, right? Security.
Oh, yes,
So?
but it got better. Double R. See that white thing over there? You want me to move it? No, don't touch it because there's a huge piece of glass sculpture on it. Sit next to it. Really? And who's going to be behind it? Models changing in bathing suits. But wait, double R. He goes, don't move. Don't go look inside. But if they need anything, can you imagine they're going to say something? He's going to fall over. You got to keep a camera there. It'll be like me yesterday. Knock everything over, go tripping and falling.
If anything breaks and
Blame Dawn.
nothing broke, but if something broke, then you know he was looking. That's all.
I have to tell you, they need to come out with a new mask because I cannot walk and wear a mask at the same time.
Now, did you?
Fact, I keep tripping.
let me
I've
ask
tripped
you.
over Teddy's foot 3 times.
But you trip over everybody's foot 3 times. Did you hear the latest from Dr. Fauci? Fauci?
What?
He says you don't need to wear a mask anymore. Now it's become more symbolic. What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Really?
I read it on CNN.
Fact check that, Valerie.
Fact check it. He says you no longer have to worry. Now it's become something of reminding you that this and this. Social distancing is the way to go.
Well, it's probably because people aren't wearing proper masks anymore.
And
I
who
don't know
came
what
up
the
with
hell's
6
going-
feet? So if someone sneezes, does it stop at 6 feet but not 6 feet 1 inch? Does it go 20 feet? Does it go 5 feet 11 inches? I mean, who came up with this
What
symbolic
about the 2
6
weeks? If you get on the plane, you got to stay out of the
So what,
universe
like
for 2
not
weeks.
15 days?
So 13 days instead of 14 days.
Listen, I know someone that was exposed and had symptoms the next day, and I didn't think that was even a possibility.
It is everything is a possibility.
I thought any incubation.
My
at least
cat,
3 to
I think,
5
was
days.
exposed.
Really?
Yeah,
From
because he
where?
was acting like all sicky. Now he's like all over the place. He's ready to rock and roll. It took about 2 weeks.
But I got to tell you, I'm serious. I cannot walk and wear a mask at the same time. It totally, not my peripheral vision, just my forward vision, because I can't see what's on by my feet.
Dawn, I told you, make 2 holes for your eyes. She puts the mask that covers her whole face.
I need like a child-sized mask. So the other day I go to the doctor's office. So between my stilettos and the mask, there's a huge Purell machine in front of it. So I go to reach for the Purell machine, but it's like on an angle because it's cardboard. My shoe hits the bottom of the machine as I'm reaching for it. I tumble into the machine, which goes into the wall. They go, at least the wall caught you. I'm thinking, I'm on candid camera. And then yesterday I walk out the door. Teddy's sitting in your chair. Her foot's out, which I don't know. I trip over her foot, not once, but twice. Valerie's sitting here. I mean, it just goes on and on. Why can't I not walk with a mask on?
You should wear your dress and put that yellow tape, caution, drop zone or something, because it isn't.
Oh,
it
that
isn't
was
you-
yesterday in the other
It isn't that
studio.
you fall. It's that everything around you take with you.
Every single thing.
Everything goes down with you. The speakers, the lights. So she decides to get in the midst of all the lights to change the camera or to angle. I said, get out of there. Of all the people.
But
not
I'm
you.
the smallest, but yet I'm not the most agile. I know. It's the funniest thing.
Unbelievable. Kenny Love says hello, good morning, good morning. Daisy says good morning, good morning. Just, you know what?
Claudia Nichols from Fuego. A lot of people watching. Jen G, good morning to you. Jean Postan. We haven't seen her in a long time. I think they're going to stop by and pick up some things we've had here for a couple months.
Who?
Jean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and
yes.
when we come back from a commercial break, I'm going to tell you what happened with your CBD store. It was a really good story, so stay tuned for that. They dropped off some great samples yesterday. Give us a call.
Trying today.
We'll be trying them today. We're doing phone calls, 888-994-4995. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Ask for Studio A, and we'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Pizza District is the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Cafe sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape production.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we were back at the Brooklyn Cafe
I'm
Show.
exhausted.
You're exhausted already?
Yeah, I'm going to go home and just go to sleep till Monday.
It's a good thing you got a long weekend coming up. You got 2 days, Saturday and Sunday.
Why does that make it a long weekend? That makes it a regular weekend.
It's a regular weekend. I got to tell you, I get so dressed during the week that by Saturday, I'm kind of liking not going out. Shorts and sweats, no makeup. No plans, no nothing.
I'm gonna have people take pictures of you. I'm gonna post it.
Oh,
on
let me
Monday.
tell you, it is not a pretty sight, is all I can tell you.
That could be funny.
When I wake up in the morning, I look at myself without all of my village that puts me together every day. I go, wow, if anyone actually saw what this looks like in the morning, you got to be crazy. But we keep
Pretty
going.
much.
Pretty much, I know. We've got some music here. We've got new equipment in the studio. We've got a lot of things. I want to start to open up responsibly. I know we can't do events, but maybe we'll be able to put together some sort of art walk, maybe a virtual art walk going forward, an art event.
You're
I
gonna
see there's a
do-
bake-off going on right now in
You're gonna
Boca
do-
with Kendra, by the way,
You're gonna do an art walk with no people,
virtually.
virtually.
I just saw there's a virtual bake-off with home baked. We had Neil on that had those delicious unicorn hearts, the rum cakes. Kendra and Bob Weinroth, he's going to be the judge, and they're doing a celebrity virtual bake-off.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. To me, a bake-off means you need to taste.
So I guess Commissioner Weinroth is going to be tasting it.
I would like to do a sing deal. You know, we get 3 artists and they sing, and we send that out on virtual. And then we will maybe do something with popcorn or hot dogs or something. And you get that before. So when you're watching, right? When you're watching the,
You can do like a
music.
drive-in musical, but everyone gets the food ahead of time. It can be delivered
we're gonna do the virtual drive-in.
with
So
music.
We're gonna put we're gonna put a movie on at a certain time. We're going to tell you get popcorn, or supply you if you need hot dogs or whatever delivered, and then we'll say, okay, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is, and we'll say, okay, the show's about to begin, and this is what it is, and blah 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 blah, and then play the show.
I have a call with Music Foundation next week that I want to work with them for Sing Music Palm Beach, which is coming up the end of June. You know, our official anniversary is coming up in like another week, by the way. 10 days.
I think you're wrong. I think
don't
that the
think
date,
so.
Every time I turn around, you change the date.
It's
on
the
me.
longest day of the year, which of course it happens to be
But
the
I
longest
don't
day of
remember
the
us
year.
starting on the longest day of the year. That's why I know this is not real.
June 21st.
You're making it up.
I didn't. I actually did all of my research. I fact-checked all of my research. I went back through all of our videos, and I
You
find
went into
out.
Facebook icon. I know what you did.
What I do?
You looked at Facebook. You know the history when
No,
they
no,
have the
no.
shows and things.
I actually went back to truly the first show that you and I did as the cafe without your old partner,
When did it take place?
BZT.
Really?
Yeah. Without your old partner, without my old partner, the show
very
that you and
first
I
show?
together
Are
with
you
all the
sure?
extra stuff.
June 21st?
June 21st, 4 years ago, when it
I don't
became the
remember
cafe.
that. I have no clue. Oh, yeah, so
We should, I don't know if maybe we'll ask our executive producer if we can archive that show. We should look for that show actually. 4 years ago, June 21st.
It's
at
got to be on
BZT.
YouTube. I'm going to look up on YouTube to see if that's real. I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe we can have Double R look it up. It'll take him a little while to find that.
Take him a little while to find his computer, but yeah.
I think actually Dylan sent you a piece on the NASCAR thing that we asked him to do. I saw an update on the encoder this morning.
Oh,
I
he
didn't have
did?
to get into it.
I wanted to. Is this about the Confederate flag
Yeah.
coming down? Yeah, and that one of the only black driver on the circuit had a meltdown or something happened afterwards. I don't even know what he said. I've been asking everybody, what did he say? What did he say? I can't find it.
So I want to
But
see
if
what
there was
Dylan put
something-
together, and maybe we'll air that. We have to fact check it first and take a look. But our crew this week, I say this every week, and I can't believe another week has gone by, what they did in the past 24 hours. From Wednesday in here in the heat of summer to Thursday and cleaning and organizing. I don't know where Valerie found all of that garbage, because I thought that was all necessities, because it came only 6 months ago, but apparently they were not necessities. She found garbage upon garbage, and when I just put the tape in the arm wash, she says, you put the tape in the wrong place.
What garbage? What are you talking
All
about?
that garbage that went out yesterday was all from the back that she had cleaned out.
Those are boxes.
No, you took out the boxes, not the garbage. Bags and bags of stuff. I found amazing what we found. Even found shoes.
Your shoes?
No, shoes that
My
somebody
shoes?
won. They were
Oh, the shoes, yes. You didn't throw those out.
no, we still have those shoes.
You know, it's really funny, ladies and gentlemen, because Dawn goes through the 5,000 years of stuff we have, and she's throwing my stuff away. Let me tell you
know,
something.
I
There
know.
is a rite of passage.
You're like my
for
dad.
males.
Don't touch my things.
She threw a wonderful piece of art. That somebody came in here and they did it while they were being
Teddy, you
interviewed.
took it out of the garbage.
I took it out the garbage and put it on the wall.
We're gonna start a new game, actually.
No, we're not.
We're gonna.
Scavenger hunt.
We have-
We're going to hashtag every time you call my name, we're going to put a tick mark on the wall.
I did it 7,000 times yesterday because you kept throwing out my stuff. And then you have these two in on your whole conspiracy theory.
Well, the next is that table over there.
I'm going to tell you something. Number one, don't throw away my finger.
Fingers all yours, honey.
And then we find lapels.
Is it broken? Is that why you have that piece of tape around it?
Yes.
No, the tape, they put it on a stick,
You put it on the stick.
and you can turn it that way.
You want to see how quick it turns? Now, the other thing is they found some lapels that I used. Those lapels are 15 years old.
I don't know where you found those.
I know where she
doesn't know where
found them.
in a bag somewhere. We should
But
try
those
them.
were my originals.
Are they battery?
Yeah. And they were.
We should try them.
They sort of, well, it might not work together.
How do we hook them in?
It doesn't matter. She'll show. She knows. She just plug it in. But the funny thing, you can actually plug it into the speaker if you really want to know. Now, the funny thing about this is those things carried me for years. And you just want to 86 everything.
I got to tell you, I look around this studio yesterday, and I think back to where you and I started and where we came from. And 4 years is not a very long time to where we have grown. It is amazing. And I have to...
Don't change the subject. You're changing the subject.
No, I'm not. I'm
Don't
keeping on the same
throw my
subject.
stuff away.
Of all of your stuff that got us there. You used to lug all your stuff in on your shoulders every day.
Yeah.
He would bring bags of equipment, you guys, into the radio station
Yeah.
and
And the
set it
banners
up.
and everything.
And the banner stayed in a corner. That corner, by the way, had entities living in it. It had you would hear noises and stuff. Just in a little corner, we kept things. Into where we are, which is amazing. But you used to carry that encoder in every single day to the radio station.
But look at all the shows and people you've interviewed.
I know.
All of the wonderful things that you guys get to see on Facebook. You know, the singing of Kendra. All of these people, they started with us.
And I
It was
love
amazing.
BYOB. You want to tell anyone what BYOB is?
Bring your own booze.
Well, in your world, yes.
Drink it, baby. Drink it.
Bring
It's
your own
after
booze, right?
hours.
So
Yes,
it's Friday,
BYOB.
bring your own bees.
This segment brought to you by...
Gubba
Gubba
rum.
rum.
But it's really not. On our show, BYOB, it's
Oh,
bring
what
your
is
own.
it?
Bring your own business, build your own brand.
Which is it?
BYOB. It can be any of those things. Whatever resonates with you, and to you, it's bring your own booze.
Well, build your own business is really what
Build
the
your own
segment's
business, and it's actually sponsored by Cafe Boozy, which is coming to you at 12 o'clock.
You know, I tried to explain somebody Cafe
Boozy?
B. That ain't gonna work for me
Why?
because I
'Cause they
can't
didn't
remember
like
the
it?
name Boozy.
What do you want to call it? Bruzy?
I keep calling it everything, but is that light gonna fall? That light is crooked.
I got to tell you, the amount of equipment we have that such a sad light with masking tape on it.
That's another OG.
I was going to say, that's another OG of Freddie equipment.
If that light falls and cracks your head open, it's gonna hurt.
This pillow's not so good for
But
me.
BYOB, and today we have Lady Ann from Tampa and Faith
And Faith
Washington,
Washington
are going to be
They
hosting
did a
that piece.
spectacular job hosting today's show.
And the whole thing is about she has kept her business afloat in Tampa. She has multiple restaurants, and they're looking to expand and move forward and
You
everything
know,
else.
she just graduated from an online class at Cornell for restaurateur entrepreneurship
That's
during
a whole
COVID.
mouthful.
Lady Ann did that. So she has another certificate from Cornell
Okay.
that she just did that on growing your business as a restaurateur, what it takes to grow a restaurant in this time. And she said it's amazing what she learned, how she's been able to implement it, and actually they've grown. I mean, what they're doing out in Tampa, what she and her husband have created, and she started as a chef.
And she's very mystical, and she has all good stuff going on around her. Her restaurants are successful, and she is a success. And Faith Washington also has a dynamic
She had
background.
a show with us for years.
And she was somebody in the pharmaceutical business.
It's amazing, right? You have these two beautiful blondes on Bicosa, Florida.
That's just a byproduct.
All of Florida.
I'm talking about the intelligence. Don't make this about the beauty, because here we go again.
Between the two of them, their brains, forget it.
Their brains forget
Their
it.
brains and their beauty.
That's what you
There's
should
the
call the
other
show. Their
Bs.
brains forget it.
B&B, right? BYOB. We can figure out all the acronyms all day long. It
I
can
don't
be
know
kind of
what
a game.
I don't know what you've been drinking all day. Too much gum or something. 'cause
I'll
you
tell
are
you
all
what, I
over the
can't
place.
tell you yet until Madam President tells me I can say it, but I'll tell you on the next show what
Oh,
I've been
that's
doing.
what it is. Okay, I got it. Yeah, we can't talk about
When
that
Madam
yet.
President approves, I can talk about it, then I can talk about it. But We had one of our sponsors come in yesterday, dropped off some samples, and in 30 seconds,
Okay, we move on.
you weren't even here.
Moving on.
Oh my gosh.
Moving on. Yes,
I
I
know.
was. I was here for the after
In
effect.
spirit?
Yeah.
Be
So
careful
good.
with that, Val.
All right, Val, you're beginning to scare me. Now
You know
it's
what's-
really crooked.
Here's another
now it's
interesting
really
thing
crooked.
about how when the malls open up. So things have to go back in the store that she works in. They go on hold for 24 hours if someone returns it. Nothing can go back on the sales floor.
Yeah, they keep it in the back. So who goes in the room while all that virus
You
is in that
can't
room?
go in the room. There's no dressing rooms right now in phase
No,
one.
the clothes you bring back, they put it in a back room, she said.
They go right. So who goes in? Are you like in a hazmat suit? And then
What, do you pick the
what's
short
magic?
straw? Who goes in the room?
I have no idea. I haven't gotten that point yet.
And then the magic 24-hour rule when you can put it back out, because who deemed the magic 24-hour rule? 24 hours in 1 minute, 23 hours and 59
No,
seconds.
they shoot some kind of something. I'm imagining you're going to shoot something in the room, some kind of.
I don't know.
And then what happens when you open up dressing rooms? Does that mean
Well, I have an idea.
people can't touch things?
I
don't
have an idea
understand.
that I want you to, when you go to work today or tomorrow, whenever this show is airing, and I want you to tell them to put a dressing room outside the store, a black, curtain like we have here, 4 of those, smaller, and let people try the clothes outside the room, and go from there. The problem is that you will have to put it back in the rack if they don't want it, right?
Right.
Okay, so you know what? 86 that.
Right, so the thing is
Buy
you're putting
it.
clothes over your head.
Oh, you
It's
don't
not even
need
the
that.
touch factor.
You buy clothes, you either buy it. If it don't fit,
You return it. It's
You-
literally the same thing.
It's right.
if it don't fit, you bought it. You try it on at home, and if it don't fit, give it to somebody else. 'cause
Also,
you ain't
with
bringing it
bathing
back.
suits, right? You're not supposed to take
that's
off
different,
the
though.
tape on the bathing suits. Ever wonder about that tape? Oh, you don't know because you're a guy. So in girls' bathing suits, they have this piece of tape in the crotch of the bathing suit.
Oy.
All right, so it says, do not remove tape. So you're supposed to try it on. Well, you're supposed to try it on with undergarments and then put this on top. That now becomes more sanitary than putting on a bra because it goes on your respiratory system or doing your hair. I mean, it's the craziest thing, like this gross bathing suit thing we
So
all used
hold on
to
a
do.
second. You guys try on, you put it back, and you have somebody else's crotch that you're trying on.
Yes. So
That-
what about
done with
peop-
that?
So you remember we talked about people with different underwear and those that have lines and going commando,
craziness.
and then you put on this
That's
bathing suit with the
nuts.
tape. What we do as women is totally nuts. Think about what we do to ourselves.
Well, now I have a question. I don't
Yes.
understand why men can't try on underwear. When you buy underwear as a man, you buy a pack of 6 and you take it home.
It's all the same.
No, you take it home.
Two different styles for men.
Well, hold on a second. There's 5 different styles for men. But what I'm talking about, men don't go to the store and try on underwear.
You just buy the pack.
You buy a pack of Fruit of the Looms.
Because they don't care.
Of course we care, but there's no such thing
You
as
can
open
return
the
'em.
pack. No, you can't.
Sure you
cannot.
can.
No, you
You
can't.
can't return underwear
No,
to like
once you
Target.
open the pack, how are you going to return it?
You put it back and you tape it up. You
Oh, you
return
tape
it.
up a bag of underwear. So listen, this didn't work.
Yes.
Right. I would give $1,000
I've
whoever
done
takes
that.
that back. Men's underwear?
Yeah.
You take
I guess
in-
when my Aaron was little, I would
You
buy
ta-
the wrong size for camp and I would take him back. Maybe because
well,
it was little
you know
boys,
what?
it was okay.
Aaron is 28 now, 26, 25.
Aaron, yes, I returned your
25
underwear.
years ago. Maybe they did that 25 years ago. They don't do that now.
Sleepaway camp.
But now
the
I'm
trauma
upset.
Of sleepaway
I
camp
want to
shopping.
be able to go into a store and try on men's underwear and say whether or not I want it.
I
Put
got.
up with L brands.
You know, I'm thinking like you on a billboard
You guys
outside
put
of
crotch
Times
and
Square.
stuff-
Wait,
ugh.
outside of, can you imagine Freddie on like an underwear commercial billboard outside of Times Square?
We can Photoshop you.
You notice you're the only one laughing in here,
They're
right?
dying over there. They just have masks on.
Marky Mark.
Yeah, I'm a marker, right?
We're going to ask Kelsey to do that.
No, we're not. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
You saw what I posted this morning?
Yes, I did. Me having a tantrum. That's not cool. That's not
That was
cool.
last night at 9 o'clock.
That's not cool. And that should be scratch and sniff, but that's not cool what you did. They're taking pictures of me while I'm having meltdowns and posting it. Get your
It
aggression out
could
of
be a
something.
fun word game, though. How many ways can you use that word and how many different parts of speech?
There's no such thing as a fun. Stop making stuff up, will you? What's the matter with you? And
it's
it's always
Friday,
at my
it's-
expense.
it's Friday, 6
You guys
o'clock. What
started
do you
that
think?
stupid thing on Instagram after me. Things that I say. Remember that one?
Freddie Cam.
Yeah. Things that I say. So if I was talking to myself on the way to the bathroom, you guys took a picture. Freddie Cam.
We should add that to the Freddie Cam, guys. We haven't done the Freddie Cam in a long time.
Well, we're not going to do that. You know
There's
the
a Freddie
Freddie Cam?
Cam.
Oh, God.
So one of our hosts says to me yesterday, she was a little upset. She came in last night and she says she was talking to me all day. And she was so excited about her show. She was so excited about all these things, and I wasn't very nice to her. And she couldn't understand why I wasn't nice to her, and why I wasn't replying to her, and why I was saying these things, and I wasn't excited to see her.
I mean, what's the problem?
And I said to her, I never got those texts.
Oh, so your phone is going on the fritz?
No, she sent it to somebody else named Dawn.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's okay.
And this woman kept answering her.
Yeah.
And she said, why didn't she say, this must be for somebody else? She said, why did she keep answering me and making me upset? I said, why would you think I would answer you that way? And if you were concerned, why not call me? Because she realized it wasn't me. So I sent her one of our favorite songs, because, you know, she is the alphabet to my Galinda. And I sent her that song this morning. She's moving up to Boca. So she was very excited. She said, oh my gosh, I love that song. So I'm her fairy godmother, and she's the Elphaba.
I'm going to have your meds reduced today. I got in the midst of a
They're
conversation.
laughing at Freddie Cam.
Don't be laughing at it. It ain't funny. I got into a midst of a conversation between somebody that I met one time about 8 years ago, and she was having a conversation with different people, and they were talking about different things, right?
Uh-huh.
So I knew who she was, but she didn't realize that Freddie, who she was sending to on the text, on the whole texting, was not meant for me. It was meant for something. So I said, okay. So I started to participate in the conversation. And everything that they wanted to do as a group, they agreed on. I was the only no, I don't want to do that. I think you're wrong. But I was doing it on purpose. I got so much attention. After 3 days, yes, I didn't even tell you guys this. I wanted to see where it was gonna go. After yesterday, I says, listen, I've been messing around with you guys. This is Freddie Santori from the Brooklyn Cafe, Amps 2 Productions, yada yada. I was just fooling with you guys. It is you talking to the wrong Freddie. Go ahead, do what you're gonna do. And they call me. Is this a gag? I go, no, you've been texting the wrong guy for 3 days.
Can't you bring them on the
3
show?
days. They won't. They're so embarrassed.
Do you know who they are?
Yeah. They're so embarrassed.
Bernie yesterday when she said she was texting the
Right, she was there with the wrong
Everybody's
Dawn.
doing this. Everybody's over texting.
Amy did the same thing to me. She says, Amy the artist. She said, did you get the whole text I sent you? I said, no. She said, I sent you that. I didn't get that either. She said, who's Dawn Brooklyn? I don't know, but it's not me. She says, you didn't get any. So all those long things that she sends to you that I never answer her on, it's because I don't get them either. So
Well, it's a
just
funny
whoever
thing.
you're texting, everyone, I want to know who you were texting. I want to read that whole chat.
No, I got rid of it because they say, how can you do that? That's an invasion of privacy. Now, check this out. This is why I won't bring them on. They're texting me, thinking I'm somebody else, and I'm invading their privacy.
You got to be careful what you put on text.
Well, you should have seen it. It got hot and bothered because I kept disagreeing with what they wanted to do. What? This isn't a team effort. You're supposed to agree to that. No. No.
Did you call him Dawn? You haven't said that in a while yet, but the day is young.
I think I'm going to take my Dawn day off today because I overused that yesterday.
You ever used my name? I said, I'm going to change my name. And they went, Hector, or someone says, why? I said, 'cause then you won't call it all day long. But you wait until I get up. I could be sitting next to
I
you.
do it on purpose.
And then as soon as I get up and I turn the corner,
But
Dawn,
you do it.
Dawn.
You know, the funny,
Dawn,
the
Dawn,
funny, the funny
Dawn,
thing is that the
Dawn.
marble in the lobby here was cleaned 8 times yesterday. 4 of
I
them by
watched Valerie
Dawn.
clean up after me last night.
4 of them by Dawn.
She cleaned up after I did last night.
We're
I
gonna
know.
have to do a show on
OCD cleaning.
OCD cleaning.
I do think I clean though for multiple reasons. I clean to keep it clean.
No.
I clean to keep people safe, but I also clean as a control thing because
Mm-hmm.
I can control. Remember Macbeth where they scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed?
Didn't Macbeth die in that play?
I go scrubbing that chair out there all night, and I
Mm-hmm.
still got to scrub it some more.
Uh-huh.
You good with that?
What time is it? What do we got on the clock? How many minutes? All right, we got 2 minutes left.
You 2 minutes to rock and roll. What are your plans for the weekend?
You know, that's a good question. I think I'm going to do a drive-by to see baby Brecken
Oh, nice.
because I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, which the family knows. I haven't seen him, and I'm going to go and try a drive-by. So
Oh, that would be nice.
and I apologize. You know, I've been apologizing to Freddie for a lot of things, and I apologize that I haven't gone by to see the baby, but even a drive-by I felt uncomfortable with. And Linda has said to me, if you want to go by yourself, it's okay because Linda works in a hot zone. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to see the baby with you, and because I feel bad, going by myself. So they said, why don't you do a drive-by? That means I can't hold him or anything, but at least I can see him. His brother and him have been playing nice. Joey and Gio are doing really fine on the other side, so maybe I do a drive-by. I hate that word drive-by, but okay.
I think that's nice.
Yeah, maybe
Just
I
stay
do that.
more than 6 feet away.
Well, I'm going to be in the car, and I'm going to crack it open. Just
Well,
to
you could
see
probably
him.
get out and go on the driveway. You could probably see him.
Well, I'm going to see. I'm going to see what she says. If she wants me to, because their driveway is kind of,
Well, it's not
uphill.
only that, it's also it's a newborn, and that's a whole nother level of things.
again, and I want to be careful all the way around. And for those of you that know me, if I've offended you because I've asked you to come into the house and take your temperature and wear a mask, I apologize, but until further notice, that is going to be the house rule, because we have a lot of lines that we have to look after.
Yeah, we
That's all.
never want to offend anyone, but we need to try to protect as much as we can.
That's right. So let's not get crazy. Let's not get upset. Sometimes wearing a mask is sexy. I've seen some of the best masks. Some of the sayings on them are tremendous. Some of them look like nice like this. Some of them are hilarious. They even have them with straws now. I see that now they do it so you could smoke a cigarette in them. I said, that's kind of strange.
I'm wondering if the lipstick industry is hurting.
No, they have. You see, you bought the wrong lipstick. What do we got
I
in time?
clearly brought the wrong lipstick.
Oh, we got to go. All right, we got to go.
We're going to have to talk about it in the 12 o'clock
I don't
hour.
want to edit this.
I need to find some lipstick. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Be safe, be kind to each other. We will see you back in studio Monday morning, 9 a.m., drive time.
And like always, enjoy the weekend. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.